Hello, welcome to Flower Juice. My name's John McDonald, and today we're going to have a little bit of fun, and really the purpose of this design is all about colour and texture and just being really vibrant. So I found this really cute little pot. So this is just like a little plant pot, and this was in a shop called Joos, which is like a Scandinavian homeware sort of thing, and I think this is really cute. It's got multiple faces. So the first thing we're going to do is put some water in there. But what I want to do with our flowers today is make like a little tied bouquet. So the reason I'm wanting to do that is to keep it quite short, quite compact for going in here. And I do have these lovely callas, but they're quite short because I've used them for something else. But I thought they would be perfect. Now, the main flower that I got here as well is also this little bunch of gerberas. Now this actually came from the supermarket, and it came with a few or three of these palm leaves. So before we begin, I want to just prepare this palm leaf and make a little bit of a feature of it. So I know this seems a bit wicked doing that, but you'll see what I'm going to do is literally trim it so that we get this little feature. So what I thought was quite sweet about this is it's quite modern, it's a little bit different, this is a little bit different, and really by making this combination we can make something that is a bit different and a bit more special than what was a supermarket bunch and what was just a few tulips out my garden. Saying that, they are quite fabulous. So hand tie we're going to make just in our hand, just do it quite loosely. I'm just looking at my gerbera to see which one is sitting up the way rather than sitting out the way. So what you're really looking for is you're looking for how things are going to sit and where best to put them. So also as well, I'm going to look for my longest calla for going up here. And really just work our flowers in. Now, you're just holding these very loosely in your left hand. And really your left hand is acting like a little vase actually. And you don't need to hold it tight. If you hold it really, really tight, your hand's just going to get really tired. So just hold it lightly. Things will sit, and then as you put more flowers in, they'll start to hold themselves, and then you can basically decide whether you're wanting to adjust the height, adjust the angle, which you can do. Whereas if you're holding this really, really tightly, you're going to actually struggle to do that. Now, we've got our flowers sitting a little bit higher up, but we don't want the whole thing to be flat like a pancake. We want it to have a little bit of a dome to it. So I can bring some flowers lowered down, and I actually love this red. This red is really just giving us a highlight that is really cute. A really unexpected, but it really brings out those other colours, I think. Now, I do have a little bit of the lamb's ears, and we're just going to use that really just down at the base. So I don't want to stuff this with flowers. We want it to be pretty and interesting. And as I say, we can play with the heights there. Now I've also got one or two little leaves off the tulips. We can put them in, that's not a problem. And this could even be an interesting little bouquet, maybe for a bridesmaid or a little flower girl. But just this combination is really interesting, I think. Now, I don't want to go mad. I think we probably need one in there. And this is the thing, with your hand tie mechanic way of working, you can adjust things, you can move things, you're in control, essentially. So don't feel that the flowers are taking over and you don't know what you're doing. Really, you should be the one who decides where they go and how it's going to work. So now we can just put in our little highlights. Now, I could leave them out, which is kind of interesting, or I can bring them down in, again, just to create like a little contrast. And I must admit, I think that's kind of cute, just low down. But you can have a wee play. I mean, if you're not sure, what you can do is you could leave them long and then change it. But I think that's kind of cute. And again, like a little bit of kind of Art Deco sort of feel. Seems a shame not to use that gerbera. So we've got our little hand tie. Now, yes, some of these things are short, but this is going to be quite short. So for tying, I'm just catching a little bit of string with my hand. Go around a couple of times, and then we can just tie that off. So I'm tying it firmly, but not pulling it tight that it's damaging these stems. With things like the little callas, you really want to be careful because they don't like being damaged, they don't like being squashed. So that's not good. And then all we need is our little vase, and then just pop him in. So as long as we've got water up to here, and all these stems are going through that tying point, then essentially everything's getting water. Great thing about doing it as a little hand tie is you can take this out, you can change the water, and it's very easy to put it back. You've not had to take the whole thing apart. But what I think is we've got quite a striking little arrangement that's really a little bouquet, but it's a little conversation piece, and the colours are really going to stand out and make people go, wow. So I hope you've enjoyed today's design. Keep an eye out for little pots like this because you can use them for houseplant and then you can use them for flowers. So they're really good for multi-purpose things. We have new videos every week, so if you've not subscribed, click here to subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.